Go, ow! Welcome to Plant-Based Brent. I hope you're having a beautiful day. This is the Talbot tribe. And today we're talking about gardening and yoga. And let me tell you, gardening here is the hardest gardening I've ever done. I got a new hat though. This is for my coconut water. I'm on day 5 of my food fasting and day 12 of cannabis. Woo! Full power! And this is coconut water. And this is from its top. And this stuff is so delicious. Oh, big hell. Hello. Got it. So, yesterday was the founding member launch. And it was phenomenal. I had a great day. I really enjoyed having the opportunity to share and to chat. I was doing it by myself, but that happens and that's okay. And then at the end, I was super excited because I was going to share the video with everybody. But guess what? I don't know what happened, but it disappeared. I'm like, and somehow I ended up with an 8-second video, which was over an hour. So I'm going to double check, but it seems like everything's working. I don't know what I did wrong yesterday, but I did something wrong. So, but now it's different. So yesterday we talked a lot because I was in a chatty mood. And I talked a lot about yoga, meditation, and taking care of yourself. Today we're going to do some meditating because for me, as we discussed yesterday, in the video that's somewhere in cyberspace, that meditation is, for me, it's so important. As I discussed yesterday, I don't know how I can do this so I can use both and not look so strange. Let's try that. The sun is very challenging right now. How about if I do that and that? Then I'll be looking more into the camera. I'll just move forward a bit. Okay. Sorry if you can't see my head, Barb. How about that? There it seems to be a good space. Okay. So, back in my days when I wasn't as healthy as I am now, this is about health and wellness, my show, just in case you were curious. And this is about our Talbot tribe. This is about me helping people help themselves. For very minimal and with very good results, because I've been doing this for a long time now, and I'm very proud of myself for all of the things that I've changed. Oh, this is Ho'oponopono if you're reading it. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's got a bit of a hole in it. This is my 4th generation Ho'oponopono tie-dye tank top. This is the 4th version, and it looks like I might have to get a 5th at some point, but right now we're still holding in there, so we're feeling good. Back in the days, in my 30s, after my divorce, I started trying cocaine, and then I became a cocaine addict, and that lasted for 5 years. At the end of it, I was broke, without friends, fully unhealthy, suicidal, bankrupt, divorced. It wasn't a good time for me. But as a result, I was still alive. That was the thing that I found super interesting about all of it, was that I lived. So I decided to take an opportunity to learn and try getting healthy. So I became vegetarian, I started running, I started exercising, taking care of myself. At that time I was 36. And I sobered up. No drugs. It's been 18 years for cocaine for me. I don't drink really. Every once in a while, very rarely. Thank you for reminding me, Facebook, I'm on. Because I don't feel the need to. Right now I'm on day 12 without any cannabis. Cannabis is my medicine of choice that I've used for many years, and I'm on day 5 of food fasting because I'm experiencing a lot of mucus. We discussed this yesterday. I have a lot of mucus in my head, in my throat, and in my chest, and I can feel it. And for me, that's not something that I'm super excited about. So that's why I'm fasting, is to let it go. I created it. Hi, Rufo. Yes, no, we're on right now, buddy. No, I know you just want to go in and eat. Okay, forget it. Go, Sukasa. Why do you keep bugging me when I'm on? Come on, Sukasa. He won't leave me alone when I'm here, so I have to do my best because he wants to come and eat. But it's like, no, that's not an option right now, buddy. We're not flush, but when we are, we'll help. So I was still alive, and then I started taking care of myself, and I sobered up for the first time in my life. From 36 to 38, I didn't drink, and it was the first time in my life that I'd ever gone that long. I thought that I needed to have alcohol in me to perform, to be funny, to play pool, to play baseball, to meet girls, to do all of these things that I really liked doing, which were all they were bad habits. I had a lot of bad habits, but I let them all go. When I turned 40, I quit dating, so I've been celibate. I'm 54 now, so it's been 14 years. I've been celibate, and it's been 14 years since I've driven or owned a vehicle. I drove one with Craig once. I helped a buddy drive back from BC to Alberta. But besides that, I haven't had a vehicle. And zero TV, unless I'm visiting my family, because they all have TVs, and they're on all day long. I'm not saying that about Barb, but the rest of them for sure. Love you, Barb. Anyways, so I took a different route, and now I sacrificed my wealth for my health, and you can let go of your health too. I've been in Mexico for 2.5 years, and when you don't have enough money to eat good, I was eating a lot of beans and rice, which are good for you, but I'm not a big cooked food guy. I prefer raw. For me, I work better raw. But economics are economics, and you got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. So I'm converting back. I might even go into fruitarianism. This is something I'm definitely exploring because I love the fruit diet. Right now I'm plant-based, Brent, and I got a lot of vegetables growing here and 20 fruit trees. It's my passion. I love gardening, and I love giving away. That's my favorite. I love sharing. Yesterday I gave I didn't grow them, but they were grown here. I gave a watermelon to my next door neighbor and to my landlord because they're sweet, fabulous people, and I love them. And so meditation was like, I used to crave cocaine, but now I crave meditation because for me, it's fully relaxing, balancing, centering, and I feel peaceful. I feel happy. I'm not stressed. I'm chill. So I do my best every day to meditate in the morning and in the evening, in the afternoon sometimes too, especially in nature. I love going into nature and having a nice meditation. It for me doesn't get better than that. Coconut water. Oh, that's so good. Keep hydrated when you're fasting. If you're fasting and if you want to talk about it, shoot me a message because I do a lot of it. I'd have to say, at the yoga center where I lived on Salt Spring, they called me the Master Faster. I liked that name. So that was fun. Here's an idea. But anyways, that is what led me to meditation. And meditation for me, meditation, the definition is opening to each moment with calm awareness. And so that's just being present, being here, being now. You can meditate with your eyes open, with your eyes closed, while you're sitting, while you're laying down, while you're walking, anything, meditation or standing. Meditation is a universal healing modality that everybody will adopt eventually. Because for us as humans, we need to take a time out from all this stuff that's going on in the world. Because the world is bo-doo-doo-doo, kooky wookie nookie snooky, right? And so when we take that time for ourselves, we make that time for our precious selves, that opens us up to tune into God, to say, oh, thank you, God. Thank you for this place. Thank you for this time. And it's being in a state of gratitude and just being grateful for being here now. Because the past is history. The future is a mystery. Now, the present is a gift. That's why they call it the present. See? And this is where all your power lies, is right here, right now, in this moment. This is where we got it. This is where it is. So we need to start taking time for our precious selves. One thing that I love to do before my meditations, which I'm having issues with right now because I'm having problems breathing because of this mucus that I've built up in my nose, in my head, in my throat. Listen to this. That's my left nostril. I can barely breathe through it, only like a little teeny bit. My right nostril is better, but it's not great. So this is why I'm fasting, because it'll go away. Whatever ailments or dis-ease that you've created, you can let go of. But you can't feed it. If you feed it, it'll keep growing and get worse and worse. When you address it and you say, I don't want that anymore, let it go. Let it go. Best way to let it go is just don't feed it. For me, less is more. I don't put stuff into me. I don't take pills. I haven't taken a pharmaceutical since 2006, and nor do I ever plan on doing it again for any reason. I hate Big Pharma. Hate. I've seen what they've done to our planet and to my family and to my friends. So for me, it's very important to make time for my precious self and to be aware of my health. Because if I let it get out of control, I'm the one that has to deal with that. Nobody else, because I don't go to the doctor. I don't believe in the doctor at all. God's my doctor. God does everything for me. I am in alignment with Source. I am a child of God. I am very grateful to be here. And so I just do my best every day to show up with a smile on my face and just enjoy my time here, because it's a blip. It's so quick how long we're here. I was a kid just a little bit ago, and now I'm 54. You know, my mom was my mom, and now she's 81. It's like crazy. How did my mom get to 81? That's how life goes. Super fast, super fast. So stay here now and just enjoy. Enjoy. If you're watching this on replay, please feel free to put some comments in there. Like it. Send me a message. If you ever want to get on a call for any reason, just shoot me. Let's jump on. Shoot me a message and we'll jump on a call. It would be my pleasure to be of service. So many people have helped me in my scenario to stay here and be where I am. So this is my opportunity to give back, to share, because I love sharing. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about, right? For me it is anyways. We are one. We're one family split into all these bodies. Now all we have to do is get back together. And when we unite, we are super powerful beings. Like super consciousness is off the chart. Yeah. A little more coconut water. My God, that's good. 30 pesos for a cocoa. It's about $2.50. Definitely worth it. Worth it on every level. So before meditating, I like to do what's called box breathing. It's very good for your lungs. Your lungs are the pumps, is the pump for your body. Your heart is the valve. Your lungs are the pumps. And so box breathing is super simple. It's 4 counts of 4. So how we do it is we breathe in through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we hold it at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we release through our mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we hold that with the air out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat, back in through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, and one of the neat things for you guys is the sun is super hot today. Like, it is so cooking. It's so hard gardening here because the weather, well, I've never gardened at this elevation, and being up 3,000 meters makes a big difference as opposed to being sea level, that's for sure. So let's get out of that sunshine. I'll give you a little turn up here. Wow. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. I was I was gardening earlier, and I was standing in my garden, and my feet were burning from the sand, or not the sand, the soil, pardon me. And I was thinking to myself, how do the plants feel if my feet are burning? So I've watered them 3 times today, which is necessary because otherwise they just wilt and go. And there's lots of clouds today, but just nothing has stopped. The clouds keep skipping the sun, but I hope they're starting now because it'll make life a lot easier for me. There's a lot of watering when it's like this for gardening. I made up a bunch of soil earlier, and I've got a bunch of seeds, and so and I cleaned up the greenhouses, and so there's lots of seeds that are ready to go in, and we'll do that later. But first, we're going to meditate. So we're going to go into the box breathing first, as we just discussed, and then we're going to go and we'll go. Then we will have a meditation. For me, it depends on where you are, your level of meditation. You can meditate for 1 minute if that's all it is for you. You can meditate for 5 minutes if that's what it is. If it's 10, if it's 15, 20, half an hour, or you can get up to the Dalai Lama and do 4 or 5 hours a day. That's a lot of work. You got to have a lot of spare time. Okay, sunshine, be nice. Please be nice. Please, please, please. Come on, clouds. Praying for clouds. Thank you, God. I love your work. Thank you, thank you, thank you for clouds. Clouds, clouds. Okay. So, back to meditation. Let's start with box breathing. I like to keep my fingers together like this, Unity Mudra, when I'm meditating or when I'm doing box breathing. But for now, I'm going to have to count. So this is what I will do with you. So we're going to go in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should do that all in one breath. But right now, my nose is plugged. That's going to be the fun part about being in the Talbot tribe, is that you're going to be able to listen and see how my nose clears in this week and the next week. Yesterday, I couldn't do anything through here. Now it's a little bit. So, in for 4, hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold for 4. In through the nose for 4. When you want a deep belly breath, you want to breathe right into your belly, because that's important. And then hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold for 4. In through the nose for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. I like to do 30 reps of those. But as you can tell, I haven't been doing them, because if I was doing them, I wouldn't have the issues that I'm experiencing in my body right now. It's because I had stress. There's a lot of stress going on the planet. I had stress in my family. I had money stress. So there was many stresses in my life. But I'm at a point now where I'm just letting all that go, and I'm going to clean my body and just get back to a state of harmony and peace and love. So let's get into the meditation, shall we? Have a quick drink if you've got something there. If you don't, I'll give you a second. Go grab yourself a glass of water. If you got to go pee, we'll meditate for, I don't know, I don't have a timer going, because I only have 2 devices and they're both being used. So we'll just kind of randomly go with it. Probably 10, 15 minutes, something like that, but it's up to you. Whatever works for you is a good time. So I'll give you a minute. Go to the bathroom if you need to. Grab yourself a drink. I'll be right here. Mm. 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 Thank you. Thank you for the clouds. Okay. Hope we're all back. Our bathroom might take a little bit longer. I'll give you another 30 seconds or minute or so. And just enjoy the silence and the birds and nature. I love nature. I'm a nature boy. Okay, here we are. Well, now that we've relaxed ourselves and we've gotten everything that we need and we let go of what we don't need, we're going to get into a meditation. So again, I like to have my fingers in unity mudra to keep everything together. And you got to sit. You don't have to. For meditation, you can do whatever you want. Just be comfortable. You need to sit in a chair, sit in a chair. If you need to lay down, lay down. If you want to go for a walk, go for a walk. It's entirely up to you. Just make sure that you're comfortable and you're doing something that you enjoy. Don't do it because you have to. Do it because you want to. It took me a long time to start meditating. It took me 6 months of falling asleep in my lap, and drooling. But it's because I had a lot of resistance. Some people are super good at it right away. It just depends where you are on your journey and what's all going on up here. Because you're going to have thoughts. Thoughts are going to bubble up. They always do. It's impossible not to. But just don't follow them. Like, oh, I got to go and do the laundry, or I got to go and get some groceries, or these kind of things, they'll start going while you're sitting in your peaceful space. But you don't have to follow them. Thoughts become things, but we have to follow it before it becomes a thing. Otherwise, it just disappears, goes into the cyber junk. So recognize that, and when you feel that happening and you have those thoughts, just come back to your breath. Focus on your breath. Focus on breathing. In and out. In and out. In and out. And slowly. Don't rush. No rush. There's no rushing here. Life's meant to be taken at a slow, beautiful pace. It's not ever meant to be rushed. For me, good things happen when I am relaxed and chill. But bad things happen when I get stressed out, because I make reactive decisions instead of responses. What's the difference? A reaction happens instantaneously. After something happens, roar! A response is when something happens and then you go. And then you respond. Take 10 seconds, have a deep breath, and then respond. This is a very good practice to have, especially with your family, because as family, we've created each other's buttons. So we all know how to press each other's buttons and really set each other off. It wasn't intentional, but that's just how we learned. And so when you can lose your buttons and let go of your buttons, then people, your family will start doing this, but it won't affect you at all. And as a result, you'll be like, I love you. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I love you. And the more you're like that, the less they're going to try and push your buttons. When people can't push your buttons, they quit trying because it's like, this is a different person. This person doesn't have buttons. So, but that's what meditation does. It gives you that opportunity to let go of that condition, the conditioning that came with creating those buttons. So let's go into meditation. For right now, again with the mudra, focus on your breath. If at any reason, for any reason, you feel like you don't want to do it, you can stop whenever you want. You can stay as long as you want, or you can even go longer. It's up to you. When I feel ready, I'll come out and I'll bring you back slowly, back into the body. But for right now, a few little practices that I like to do is take the tip of my tongue and I touch it to the roof of my mouth. That's called completing the circuit. And with my eyes, I look up between my eyebrows to my third eye. When you look up, like so, that puts you into an alpha state. And when you're in an alpha state, healing is perfect. That's when your body is in a state of calm, health, and you're ready to let go of things that you don't need. The Veda is where we operate, which is right now where I'm at. But Alpha, and all you got to do is lift your eyes. The Alpha is where everything magical happens. It's where all the healing happens. So this is why we make time for our precious selves. Okay, back in the mudra. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for a second. Now just close your eyes gently. Start focusing on your breath. And I'll be quiet now. And we'll see you on the other side. Enjoy your time. Congratulations on making this time for yourself. Here we are. Okay. Slowly, slowly coming back into the body. I'm going to count to 3. Then we'll bring you back wide awake, fully alert, fully alive, fully refreshed, and full of love. 1. Coming back into the body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel your way back in. 2. Feeling fully relaxed, completely at ease, full of love and life. And 3. Fully refreshed, fully awake. Open your eyes and feel like magic. Good for you. Congratulations. I would have went longer. The sun is cooking me. So I'm going to move in a bit more again. And now it went out. Now it gave me a break, but that's okay. So baby, you can count down. Count down. Yeah, Estrella doesn't seem to be bothered. She's chilling out over there, fully asleep. They got good lives, dogs. They got good lives. Okay, let's tighten up a bit more again. Over here, we'll be out of the sunshine. So how was that for you? Let me know in the comments how you felt. And if you're a meditator, if you do it regular, if it's something you'd like to learn. I also love doing yoga. Yoga is a practice that is completely about being yoga is a practice to bring you into a state of meditation, because your body is relaxed and it's all flexible and it feels magical, and then so that's the whole point of yoga is meditation. So if you're doing the yoga but you're not doing the meditation, you're not getting the benefits. It's a modality that you have to incorporate both. Meditation is key, 100%. But it's a practice, and it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. You'll get better at it, just like anything. That's the beauty of being humans. We think we're useless, but it's not true. We're actually brilliant spiritual beings having a human experience. Again, have a little drink, whatever you got there. Hopefully it's something that's delicious and good for you. I love coconut water. Oh my God. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. So then we're going to go to the next section of today, which is gardening. Since I've done a whole bunch today, let's go have a look. We'll check out the greenhouse. We'll check out the garden. And then I've got some seeds ready to plant. And we can go through the soil process, making the soil, and the best way to keep them alive, because that's the hardest part. After you get seeds going, once you get them started, it's good, but you have to get them started. So they need happy soil. If they don't have happy soil, it's just not going to happen. It's going to be very weird having 2 devices, but I'm going to try. See how we do. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. And we're up. So here's the place. Here's my place, in case you haven't seen it before. Yeah. We got tons of plants. Lots of colors. All right, let's have a look in the greenhouse. We got tons of tomatoes. Lots of goodness happening here. Very excited because there's going to be a lot of food in here. Most of this stuff was just planted. There's cabbage and there's peppers and there's all kinds of different things in there. And then we'll go to the garden. Oh, it's enjoying this little bit of shade that we're getting. Here we have squash and zucchinis and cauliflower, strawberries and beets and carrots and Swiss chard and corn and beans. Amazing, hey? And as you can see, we have lots of plants everywhere. There's my girl having her nap. And everywhere you look, plants, 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 plants. Oh, I didn't show you the view. These are coffee trees. Check this out. Look at all the little coffee beans on there. Hey, not amazing? We have 20 fruit trees. That's avocado over there, nectarine, apple, pear. There's the view of downtown San Mateo, Rio Hondo, Oaxaca. Here's the other greenhouse. I just cleaned it out, so there's only a few plants in there. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to restock it, because here we go. Let's get that to move. There's the soil that I made today. Woohoo! So let's see if we can set this up so that I can move around a little bit. Okay, there we go. That should work. And then we can do the same with you. We'll put you over here. There we go. All right. So here's all the soil mix. We'll go through what we put in the soil. Here we have peat moss. Amazing. Organic, phenomenal for your plants. Worm castings. Again, phenomenal, fantastic for your plants. And we have cocoa coir, but it's all in there, the whole thing. It comes dehydrated in a brick, and you put it in water, and it expands. This stuff's amazing. It's so it holds the water, which is a big thing here, because with the adobe, which is red clay, it dries out like that. It just sucks up the water. So cocoa coir is highly recommended. I use it in Canada and here. A lot of this stuff is new to me because I used a lot of stuff in Canada that was free. Seaweed, nettles, many different things that horse crap, and sheep and goat. Many different, because I had lots of friends with animals. So it was super simple to get, which was awesome, and it didn't cost anything. Also, we have in here some organic root fertilizer. Very important to have good roots for your plants, so they're not going to make it. We had neem oil, but that one's finished too. And then we have some diatomaceous earth. And this is potassium soap. So when you're growing plants, the magic formula is NPK. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. In that order. Nitrogen to bring your plants to the green stage. Perfect. Potassium to get the leaves coming and the flowers, and then phosphorus to get the leaves coming and the flowers, and then potassium for the fruiting. That's and after they've started fruiting, I use bananas in a big jug of water. I keep all my peels and I put them in there and I soak them, and it's phenomenal. The plants love it. I'll get closer so that you can see me or hear me. And then I have a lot of seeds for planting too. Tons of seeds. What I recommend, which is the most important part, so write down what they are. Either write it on the plant pot itself, or if you have some pegs or popsicle sticks or whatever it is that you use. So what am I planting today is kale and lettuce, and we got more lettuce and more lettuce, all different kinds, delicious. Lima beans, Brussels sprouts, okra, some tomatoes, not sure which kind, but I have 14 different kinds of organic tomatoes. Corn, and some blue corn, maíz azul, some col, some cabbage. Pimientos. That's right, peppers, bell peppers. And some habanero peppers. And some chile peppers. And some more tomates. And some more tomates. And some basil. So that's for today. That's what I'm going to put in the soil, and then that'll all go into. I will keep the lettuces, the spinach, and the okra out of the greenhouse because it's too hot for them. Maybe if I do it like this. There we go. That'll work. Now I'm looking in the same direction. It's hard with two. I've never done this before, so doing my best. I hope it's not too confusing. Me looking all over the place. But the key is you want to, for me, I water every 2 days. What you want is you want your plants to be moist but not wet. If they're wet, they won't germinate. They need to be moist. And if they dry out, they'll die. So you have to be aware, be alert, be conscious. If you're really super awesome at it and you have lots of time, sprouting your seeds before you put them in the soil is phenomenal because it makes germination a lot easier and a lot quicker. But when you're doing mass planting, it's very challenging to be sprouting and putting everything in the soil. So it's a process. It's a practice. So we'll do a few buckets here. The hard part about gardening and using electronic devices is the dirt, because you can't do it without the dirt. So I always have a bit of a challenge when I go to my garden with my camera, because it's not always that easy. Slow connection. Yeah, because I'm a little far from the house. This is a hard thing too for me doing this. Our internet is not great, but it'll get better. Everything will get better. This is just the beginning, and there'll be more people too. I promise. I guarantee. Because if you build it, they will come. When people see that I'm going to do this every day and that it's never going to change, it's never going to get more expensive, there's never going to be any VIP, there's never going to be any courses to buy. I'll suggest to you guys things that I use. Binaural beats for sure. I love. Don't use YouTube. Subliminal messaging is really good in music too. But again, don't use YouTube because their frequencies are messed with to mess with your head. So find something that's either in 432 hertz or 528 hertz. I highly recommend that because it's very soothing for the soul. And that's important. So I got a bunch of buckets here, a whole bunch. We'll start with, we'll do some basil, because I love basil. And we're going to put basil in the big bucket. And this previously had tomatoes in it. But now, we'll just put a line through that and put basil. So having the soil close is nice. Fill it up about like so, 8/10 of the way. And that's the other thing, is trying to keep your seeds from getting stuck to everything. Another challenge. And then basil. So these are tiny little seeds. I'll show you. We can see, you can see those there, eh? Yeah. And then here too. Okay. So now I'm just gonna sprinkle them into the bucket and put them all over the place. There's about 25 seeds here. They're not all gonna germinate. I put more in than I usually do. When I do tomatoes or peppers, I do 2 seeds at a time in the hole. Okay, and then you're gonna get some more beautiful soil. And just put that up over top. Ta-da! Now our basil is ready for the greenhouse. And we'll give it a little water too. Okay? So that was an example. We'll do, let's do a tomato too while we're here. Yeah, we'll use this one. And this one's already had zucchini and sunflower in it. Now it's going to be tomato. Tomate. Tomate. Okay. Soil. Magical soil. Okay, there we go. And then again with the dirty hands. And grab your seeds. Oh, I didn't put the basil back. Always put your seeds back. If you don't, they can get confusing if you don't know which is which. Once you know what's what, it makes it easier, but especially when you're just starting out. So I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to make a hole right in the middle. Not a huge one, just like so. And I'm going to take 2 seeds for my tomatoes. 1, oh, I got 3 there. These suckers are challenging because they're so small. Okay, you see those 2 little tomato seeds in my dirty hands? And put those babies right in their little hole here. Here you go, buddies. Congratulate. And I whenever I plant something, as I didn't with the basil, I say, congratulations on your new home. You will be loved and supported on your journey. Okay, now, again, more soil over top. And your tomatoes are done. They're ready to go into the greenhouse. Basil and tomatoes will love the greenhouse. Your lettuces, spinach, and kale, they don't like it so hot. It's good to get them going, but they prefer a little chill. So I try to keep them in the shade. I don't put them in the greenhouse. We'll do one here. Why not? Since we're doing it, this will be okay. Estrella, tranquilo. Hey, por favor. We'll call this kale and okra. We'll do 2. Kale and okra. Okay, because you can put different seeds together. That's not a big deal in any way, shape, or form. Buenas tardes. Hola. No, gracias. Yo soy ayudar para 7 días. ¿Ok? Está bien, muchas gracias. Okay. There's a lovely lady coming to sell me some bananas, which I would have loved, but I'm not eating right now. Your daughter is fasting. So here we are again, filled up. Now we'll get the okra seeds and the kale and the kale, and we're gonna I'll put 6 kale and 6 okra in here. 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Well, I got more kale than okra, so I'm going to go 7 kale and 5 okra. I'm right at the end of the show, too. I'm right at the end of today. So, try and count out 7 little seeds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's see how tiny those are, eh? Did it just roll out my fingers when I did that? Yeah, it did. So I think I just lost. No, I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost 1. And 7. So I put them on the left side, and then I'm going to put 5 okras on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've never seen okra or kale here in Mexico. There's the okra seeds. There we go. Put them on the right side. Space them out. Don't put them on top of each other. Give them a little room. You can see those. It's harder to see the kale, but you can see the okra. The kale's over here, but they're so small. All right. And then on top. On top. Boom. And we're done. All right. And just in time, because I'm finished. It's an hour now. So again, thank you for tuning in to the Talbot Tribe. Woo! I am Plant-Based Brent. If you like my video, please feel free to like it, love it, share it. I love comments, questions, anything that I can do to help. I want to be of service. I'm here for you. If you want to jump on a call, just give me a shout. We can talk about anything, no charge. I'm not here to charge. I'm here to share. I'm here to help. I don't believe in the monetary system. I believe it's on its way out. I'm excited about that. Yes, because I've been hoping for it for a very, very, very long time. In the meantime and in between time, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you're watching this in a replay, please feel free to check out the Talbot Tribe. It's $1.55 for a month. And I'm going to do this. It's never going to have a price increase. We're never going to have a VIP. We're never going to have upsells of any sort. That's my guarantee to you. And the reason I'm doing it is because I want to give back to all the people that have helped me out. And I also want to make it affordable for people that aren't in a first world country, like where I live now, Mexico. So 19 pesos a month is affordable for people. But if I made it $25, they wouldn't be able to afford it. And for me, it'd be too much anyways. I'm going to cap it at 200 people because all I need for a month is $300, and that pays my rent and my bills and feeds my dog. And that's all I need. Anything above and beyond that is not necessary. I'll just give it away because that's what I love to do. So once again, thanks again for tuning in to Talbot Tribe. Woo! We are full power, and we're very grateful to see you, and I look forward to tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Woo! And double turn